Thank you for tuning in today. It'll be a short but jam-packed session covering lots of valuable content touching on retail trends, e-commerce, loyalty programs, but most importantly, how to build relationships with your customers using data to prepare your next go-to-market campaign. Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm a retail analyst for Inside Retail, where I observe and analyze retail technology trends in Asia. Before we get to the start of the show, let's briefly cover the fundamentals and importance of achieving customer centricity and fostering shoppers' loyalty in today's omni-channel landscape. There may be lots of buzzwords, but it can be quite straightforward. As long as you know how to leverage data, using the right tools to communicate with customers, to capture their wallet share, retain loyalty, and drive revenue. So it's 2021. You have multiple channels for customers to shop at. You may even have already achieved omni-channel, hopefully so. But I hate to break it to you, the reality is customers don't see channels, they only see a brand as a whole. Yet, systems and processes within these channels remain highly siloed, which is why a lot of retailers actually face difficulty in creating a seamless cross-channel experience. Which is why it is actually very important to have a unified front. But having a synchronized backend is also key to creating a holistic view of your customers. Each channel presents a stream of revenue opportunity, but also data. Data which can help create hyper-personalized experiences for customers and to tailor to their specific needs based on data and analytics. In the new age of retail, this is where you now have to transition from hero products and raving reviews to being customer-led instead. So retail stores remain to be a key asset despite the pandemic, because as seen in Hong Kong, even stores shuttering provided many opportunities to secure prime spots at a discounted rate. Retail stores are not just another money-making avenue, but for brands, it allows them to create a sense of community and an education point. It shapes and influences decisions through storytelling by helping customers understand the why. Why should they shop with you? It's important to build frictionless transitions from discovery to purchase through proactive services and interconnected technology. This is why you need to deliver compelling consumer journeys to develop that connection to capture information when needed. So here's our first case study, McDonald's. You might think of them as a technology powerhouse more than known for their culinary goods. They've now been using machine learning to power suggestive sell and recommendations based on previous orders in the area in real time. What they've done is they've factored the product, complexity score, and the time of the day. All of this has helped drive trade-ups and add-ons by using technology to seamlessly achieve mass personalization. So it really makes you wonder, are you really making the decision, or has McDonald's been making that decision for you? As the CEO of McDonald's, Steve Easterbrook, has said, the beauty of this is that there is nothing the customer has to adjust to. They almost don't know this experience is happening for them. Now, the path to purchase does not just end at the store. This is where you have to maximize the acquisition funnel by turning prospects to customers from discovery to conversion. Incentivize the identification to enable to run effective personalized campaigns. This will allow consumers to be rewarded however, whenever, and wherever they shop. It's important to build a single and holistic view of consumers by leveraging insights to define that precise segmentation and personalization. Now, if you're from Hong Kong, you can probably hear this tune in your head. Dairy Farm Group owns several retail brands in Hong Kong, each very siloed with their own loyalty program and customer base, which is why they developed You, the largest coalition program in Asia. Consumers can shop and earn points across all 2,000 locations under all of its banners. They've ditched the traditional cash-based discounts to providing members with targeted, relevant, and personalized offers. They've been able to now target members based on tiering, customer value, opportunity, life cycle stages, and more. This way, they're now able to have a complete view of customers' behavioral data through transactions and interactions. So to wrap up, here are some key takeaways. Be customer-centric and channel-agnostic. Transition from being product-led to customer-focused instead. Let the customers drive the narrative of their shopping journey. Deliver seamless transitions, making it an effortless journey for the customer from discovery to purchase, just like McDonald's did. And like You, leverage insights and analytics to cultivate loyalty. So now I've got Tim and Jeffrey, so thank you for joining. Tim Palaska is the Regional General Manager of Digital Strategy at Toys R Us Asia. As a Salesforce partner, he has found success across Asia for their solutions. What has been the main drivers for Toys R Us to go digital, and what did that look like in the beginning stages? So, of course, that must have affected the transformation culture and the journey. So, explain to us how that happened when expanding into all these new markets.
Sure. Well, traditionally, Toys R Us has been a bricks and mortar business, and we've been very focused on that in-store experience and creating a fun environment for customers to come in and shop and kids to play. So our business traditionally has been focused on that. So in the last 5 years, we've really changed our momentum and looked at digital strategy and what we're doing. At the same time, we were in a situation where the business had a global e-commerce platform that our parent company were working on. So each market was doing their own thing and running their own independent website and silo. But that was causing a lot of focus just on things like keeping the website running, and all the money went into that and nothing about sales. So we've had a lot of engagement from the different markets, and we've built a regional team. And the regional team is to support the local markets so they can focus on their sales. So what we're doing now is we've partnered with Salesforce Commerce Cloud, and we've launched a centralized system that is one point of system that's across all the markets. So what that means is us as a regional team are focused on keeping the system running and maintenance, and the local teams are doing what's important for them, which is driving sales. We've seen a lot of engagement from our business, especially in the last 12 months with the growth due to the situation in the environment. And that has actually caused wider business to really get behind e-commerce, where before e-commerce was its own thing, was really a side business and not really a focus. Suddenly, we've really needed to pull up our socks because, well, this is something real and becoming a significant part of the business.
What do you think the ratio is between your e-commerce sales and the bricks and mortar right now? Would you say?
It's quite low as a general. We have a lot of stores. We have over 200 stores across China, for example. So we are on the growth. We've had exceptional growth in the last 2 years, and we're going to keep growing that. We feel that bricks and mortar is always going to have a place for us.
Sure.
It's all about the child and the experience in store. So even though you can come online and shop, we still are going to have that in-store experience where the mum will want to take the child into our store after school and go have a play. So that's what our business is about. And now the challenge for us is to how do we capture that magic in-store and bring that online.
So speaking about customer experience, how does Toys R Us ensure delivering consistent and complementary omni-channel shopping experience to your brick and mortar stores then? So what are some challenges in achieving so, and how are you actually engaging your customers?
Sure. I guess a key challenge has been the focus of the wider business, because bricks and mortar, as I mentioned, has been the key focus. So in the past, e-commerce would have been seen as a side business. And what we've managed to do over the last 12 months or so is really engage the wider business, so our marketing and our merchandise teams, to take ownership of their part of that business. So now e-commerce is just a different channel of our business and not a separate business altogether. So what we've achieved with that is we have a consistent range, the same products online. All our products that are in our stores are on our website, as well as the pricing and promotions are consistent. So we can have an offering on the website, and the customer can know that they'll go in store and get that deal, or online, vice versa there. Some things that we've really looked at is the journey of the customer. So previously we might send out an EDM saying, this promotion starts tomorrow in store, but online you can't buy it right now. So we've really aligned things. So the promotions start at the time the email gets sent. So the customer can buy it right now online or go in store tomorrow to get that deal. So we're really focusing on removing those friction points. And as a result, we're seeing the whole business work together to achieve like this one solution for our customers in store.
So how does Salesforce Commerce Cloud Solutions enable Toys R Us to achieve a unified shopping experience from back-end to customer-facing touchpoints? How do you think that's actually helped with boosting your revenues?
Sure. Well, as I said before, all our markets were running different websites in silos. So what we've got now is one centralized system. Now, Salesforce is a global partner of ours, and if we were to do a global partner and a sophisticated website like we have today in each market, that may not be cost effective. So what we've been able to do in smaller markets like Thailand, for example, where we didn't even have a website for e-commerce running, we've been able to use a scale of economy to have our Commerce Cloud platform that would run all our different markets. So now we've got an equal experience online across all markets, big or small, and all the functionality and experiences that we build online are built across all different markets. So we don't have one country getting the advantage of this and the others not. We're pulling all the money together to create one great experience. And then we have benefits like the system, the cloud performance of the system, integration with cartridges. So the effort that is required to bring on new partners and integrations is much easier for us, so we can do more. It's also brought on a lot of operational efficiencies. We have very small teams in different markets. So what we were doing previously is if we had Jeffrey here, for example, we want to sell him online, we would have to take a photo of him in every market. Then every market would measure him, write the copy, and upload that individually. What we've been able to achieve is to have that product Jeffrey uploaded once, and all the markets can benefit from that. So we're seeing a lot of efficiencies for our managing of the systems, which again focuses us on sales. We've also had a lot of success with things like Einstein recommendations and AI on the website, which helps drive the dollars of the customer. So we're not only creating a great experience, we're really making sure we get the most out of that transaction.
So you mentioned about the importance of delivering consistent experience, and especially with your Thailand example. But what are some stark examples of consumer behavior differences across the markets that you've seen in Asia? For example, let's say which city has stronger online purchasing habits, which one is more mobile-centric, and how do you localize for these diverse consumer segments?
Sure. Well, I guess ultimately across e-commerce and all our channels, we have the blueprints of common e-commerce conversion behavior and how you get that conversion. And that's where Commerce Cloud helps us to have that across all our markets. Then we go into the local markets, and everyone's different in different ways based on just the local market, I guess. So we look at Japan. Japan is a very established business for us. Babies R Us is a large part of our business there, and we're really driving that. In Singapore, we have engaged customers and we have consistent growth there. We see the customers react a lot to different hot offers, consistent messaging, and event-driven sales and promotions and launches. We have Hong Kong hot behind Singapore with great e-commerce sales, as well as very focused on pre-orders and collectible items that really drive a lot of difference there. So each of those markets are really driven by their own local merchandise team. And then we have the other markets, which are still there. There we are launching or recently launched in those markets. So we're really building and establish that, and we're working a lot to drive the traffic and engage the markets, those customers in those markets.
I would say Hong Kong has been quite slow with their e-commerce adoption. How have you managed to push your customers to transition online, would you say?
Sure. Well, I guess when I came to Hong Kong, everyone was like, oh, people are never going to shop online. It's all about the in-store experience. And that's great. It's always going to be about the in-store experience. But there's also the convenience factor. So we have a lot of people using the website, not just for an online purchase, but to make a decision to go in-store or which store they're going to go. So I think a clear thing for us is to look at the website, not just about e-commerce sales, but it's the face of the business and a tool to drive traffic to store. We have seen a lot of growth in Hong Kong across all our markets as well, but Hong Kong has been an interesting one. But we have piece by piece keep building that experience and making sure we're delivering a nice experience from the placing the order to the delivery of the box at the front door. So it's all about just a consistent growth. But we are seeing a lot of engagement from those customers, yes.
So speaking of which, how are you able to obtain a single view of your customers across all these different markets? And how turnkey is a solution to scale into new markets?
Sure. Well, we have our Star Card loyalty program, which is a great way that we connect with our customers and enables us to see the transactional and behavior across our bricks and mortar. We've recently expanded that to be online, so now we can actually see our customers' journey from in-store to online and really merge that together to see. What we were very excited to do is to delve into that a lot more, and we can look at more different patterns and behavior so we can really connect to our customers, whether that be through email, marketing on the website, or social communications. So we're excited about this part and where we can go and take that in the future.
So you know the saying, they always say same but different. But what does loyalty look like in an Asian market? So how do Asian consumers actually react towards loyalty programs such as Star Club?
They love loyalty. They want a stamp, they want points, they want to use it. So we actually see that our Star Card program is the majority of our sales. We have a lot of return customers and we really have that engagement, and our different markets really drive that recruitment. We have also recently put it online. So now every online member automatically receives the benefit of our Star Card program. So that means they can get extra points that they can use to shop. They can get exclusive offers and be the first to know about launches of exclusive events. So we really want to make a personalized experience for that customer. So that's a great way we really engage our customers, and we see they love it. So we keep loving it too.
So the final question, how are you able to transform and capture customer loyalty to lifetime value for the brand?
Well, we're very lucky. Our brand is resonated across all different parts of the world, so the consumers trust us. And that's a great point of difference that we have, especially in markets like China, where they want a safe educational product. We really want to make sure that Toys R Us kids grow up to have their own Toys R Us kids. And so what we do is focus from a child at birth. We really want that child to keep coming in the store and really grow with us. And then we send tailored information and messages to our different customers based on the cycle that their child is at that present time. And what we hope that the child will come back and then be Toys R Us kid and everyone's happy. So no matter what, we're very lucky. Even if you are like my age and don't have any kids, you still would walk into a Toys R Us store with excitement. And that's the magic about us, because even though you may not think you're a Toys R Us kid, you are a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, it is definitely generational. I've had the best memories growing up at Toys R Us, and the type of toys they have these days is also quite mind-blowing and weird, but yeah. Thank you so much for your time today, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim, for sharing some insider insights. Now let's take a closer look at how Salesforce and Tableau uses the Moments Maturity Model to build a relationship with their digital-first customer and using visual analytics to understand consumer behavior.
Hi everyone, this is Christine. I'm the solution engineer at Salesforce. So today we're going to talk about Digital 360. How can we build a trusted customer relationship moment by moment? So first thing first, we would like to say that Salesforce is a publicly traded company. So customers should make the buying decision only on the products commercially available. And also today, we're very, very thankful for having you guys here that sit through the whole session this morning, that listen to the retail trends and also the Toys R Us, sharing about their experience with us. And now here we go to know more about, how can we build a trusted relationship with a customer? So now in 2021, when we look back in 2020, we see with the outbreak of the COVID, we see physical shops close, live events cancel. Most of the physical events move virtual, live move on demand. For retailer, they will start to think about, wait a sec, is this the end of the business? But when we look at the market, we're still human. People still buy stuff, people still do shopping, eating. We change the channel. Go from the on-site physical one to the digital virtual one. Some brands were even forced to do e-commerce only. And for the customer behavior changed enormously because customers start to experience the convenience. And ever since, now even with the ease of the lockdown, customer behavior already changed. So what was once visionary is now mandatory. When we talk about digital, most of the retailer already have the digital revenue before. But if you ask them, let's say, how much the digital revenue account for your whole revenue? They probably would say, probably less than 10%. So 80 to 90% of the revenue coming from on-site. But now, when we take a look at what happened last year, the digital revenue year over year that is actually going up. 71% global digital revenue goes up. 127% of increase of the online and digital of the online and curbside pickup. 104% of the increase of the social referral channel. So as you can see, now when we are in a digital first world, how can we build a relationship with the customer? So today's digital first customer, every moment counts. So when we talk about digital first, think about in the old days. When your customers always go on-site to the shop, you have the salesperson on there, use their brand, assess the customer. This is a lady like to buy high-end shoes. So I'm not going to recommend her the men's shoes, right? But now when everything moved digital, for us, customer, probably when they're coming online, they look at proxy data, string of the number. So for customer nowadays, they still would like to be treated as an individual. 84% of the customer wish that they could be treated as an individual, not as a number. But only 34% of the brands can actually treat their customer as an individual. So you see the gap over there. Humanized digital moment, it's very hard because for marketers to actually, for brands to actually reach that level, when they look at that, okay, now I really need to treat that all the customers digitally as like a real individual. I need to stitch all the picture together. But if I'm going to stitch them together, the challenge I have here is silo data, legacy tools, and not to mention that all the markets shift quickly. So when we talk about moments by moment, which means when customer no longer just go on site, they go to different channel, all those channel count as a market. But let's not forget, all those markets are changing nowadays. So we have more social media, more channels that you haven't seen before. For example, 2 years ago, you're not talking about TikTok. But now, TikTok is really a huge thing. But who knows, maybe in 2 years or more, that there will be more social media or less social media, new markets going on. There's just lots of challenge over there. And not to mention that for brands, that they still have the short of the skill set to catch up. That was a technology to catch up and actually stitch out the whole profile. So this is what happened. For most brands, they struggle to create single source of the truth. When customer would like to treat us as an individual, what they means is whatever channel I walk in, you guys will have to know who I am. For example, let's look at this lady, Samantha. So Samantha is like out of us, that she has her service profile, her marketing profile. She has a guest profile in the comments, and she also subscribe to different newsletter. And the thing is, Samantha probably use different email as well, different phone, and she would like to call by different name. So imagine that digitally in digital channel, there's a Sam, there's a Sammy, there's a Samantha. But to be honest, at the end of the day, they're all Samantha. So Samantha was expecting that she can be treated as Samantha, whatever channel she walk in. But now, for the brands really is, how do I know that all those profiles is actually Samantha? Because without knowing all those profile and it's actually her, how can I give her the personalized experience? Not to mention build a trusted relationship. So we talk a lot about building a trusted relationship here, but really for brand is this trusted relationship actually going to be resulted, let's say the growth or the sales or the revenue. To be honest, as a pioneer in a marketing solution and years of experience in the market, we see customer lifetime value and also all the value provided to the customer is actually a byproduct of the trusted relationship. So how to build a trusted relationship becomes very important. And how we look at building the trusted relationship, we look at two levels. It's customer engagement and also data architecture. So now let's take a look at it. So when you're building on the relationship, 3 steps. Most of the brands started with the standalone communication. That's a very basic customer engagement and also like very basic data architecture. So with standalone communication, it simply means one way. No personalization. I tell you product new launch. I tell you that there's a new event and that's it. But customer wish to be treated as an individual. How do you interact with your friends? Talk to it, right? You got a feedback, back and forth. So then we wanted to have the connected campaign where you interact with your customer. So you have more reactive customer engagement there, which in return will give you 20% more of the retention. And let's move up. Like even if like you have the interactive customer journey or customer experience or engagement, but it's only for marketing. What we are looking for, it's what customer is looking for here, the real-time moment, which means is that whatever channel I walk in, I wanted to have the consistent experience and the real-time engagement. Simply means across all the channel, that's like marketing, comments, service, and the recommendation I get, it's immediate. It's not like when I walk into the shop, then I have to wait for an hour or 2 hours to get a feedback. Salesperson on site won't do it. So the customer wish that they can get through a digital channel. When I walk into your website, use your app, I also wanted to get the recommendation. And in this way, you actually get 40% more. You are actually going to get 40% more of resources productivity, which will have the marketer to have more ability to focus on coming up with creative campaign and so on and so forth. One of the brands, Elf, actually managed to evolve to provide a real-time engagement with the customer. So Elf, it's an American cosmetics brand. What they do is, so way before COVID in 2019, they shut down all the stores. 100% invested in their digital, and 90% of their ecosystem is powered by Salesforce. So how did they make it to today? So when we look at their journey step by step, they started like everyone else, the standalone communication. So how they deal with this is like standalone communication, move into connected campaigns really hard. But with the help of one hub, which is a marketing cloud, one platform, they managed to visually map out the whole customer journey and started the journey, engage with the customer. But that's not the end of the journey. What they wanted to not just get the feedback from the customer or have the journey going on. That's it. When the customer replied this, I give them more incentive, etc. Not just like this. When Elf grow, customer grow too. From time to time, they will actually grow, change their mind, or their life evolve. So then, what we wanted to give them. Elf actually leveraged the data and the AI, which is Einstein, to optimize the marketing message. So then what we mean optimize simply means we give them more personalized suggestion, content. We leverage AI to know when is the best time to engage with them, what to engage with them, what channel to engage with them, even to have the likelihood about their engagement with the content. Last but not least, for Elf, they not just start with the marketing. At the end of the day, we move to the real-time moment, which is integrate with all the ecosystem, which means your marketing, your commerce, your service. In this way, they actually manage to reduce 50% of the tickets, and also like you can see that they also get 60% more of the website retention. So this is what we wanted to help that older customer like Elf to create the customer 360, to have the single source of truth of what your customers is into, and to help the brand to engage and create the real-time moment with the customer. So as you can see, that started with all the touch point with the customer, that's sales, service, marketing, commerce. We simply would like to help the customer to be like Elf, to create the real-time moment, build a trusted relationship. So here we are, the Marketing Cloud 360. So when we look at the market, we years of the experience, we have clients worldwide give us a feedback. We realize to create those real-time moment, 3 steps we need to manage here. That it's like the same thing that how you make new friends. Know your customer, humanize every moment, optimize the impact. So it's the same thing when you meet the new person, you wanted to know them first, then you will know how to deliver the personalized content and then build out the trusted relationship with them. So step 1, know your customer. For most of the clients and also the brands, know your customer simply means that for customer, we mentioned previously that they have different profile, different digital touch points here, and we simply wanted to stitch it together to create a one single source of truth. So you have your first party data, your CRM, your sales, your service, your marketing, or e-commerce. And for retailers, you guys also have more. That's a POS and also third party, second party data. We simply, through our customer 360 audience, we can do the best ingestion, string ingestion, put it into one single place to create a unique profile, get the single source of the truth. So in this way, we activate the unique profile, and we also can give them more recommendation and reconcile with the customer identity. So imagine you have unknown and known data all coming together. What we want to do is stitch them together to know this is exactly the unique individual, and we need to treat them uniquely as an individual. So one of our customer, Clover, it's a healthcare company. They, with the help of the Salesforce, they managed to consolidate the system and automate the intelligence and transform their member engagement. So what they achieve here is 40% more of email open rates, and to have 900% more of their user. So as you can see that by consolidated all the data together, they actually empower not just their sales, but their marketing, but their provider and also the physician, that to give them the visibility of one single source of truth and also lift up the productivity. So now after we get the single source of truth, knowing what the customer is, and then we stitch all the unknown and known profile together, we know who is walking to our channel. But now the real question comes to, how can we humanize all the moment? I mean, how do I do with all those data and all those profile, right? So what we do here is start to engage with them. So we can activate the data that through the trigger moments or the real-time moment. Simply means with the information you have in mind, when this customer walk in, you'll be like, okay, then now I'm going to give you suitable recommendation. So you can recommend next best offer, customize the content in real time, intelligently suppress the marketing. Simply means is that you're giving the customer what is suitable for them and what they need to build up their trusted relationship. One of our customer, Alvis, is specializing selling the fishing, hunting, and all those outdoor activity. So when the COVID outbreak just started, they're like, I have to shut down all the store, but at the same time, I still wanted to deliver all those personalized message to the customer and to create an impact there with limited budget. So how could I do it? So it was Alvis that leveraged their data and also the AI powered by Salesforce that they managed to deliver the relevant personalized content. Simply means that, for example, that they use the Einstein content selection. They don't have to think about it. They leverage the AI to select the best content to suggest to the customer. Or Einstein sentiment optimization to know when is the best time to contact the customer. Some people open the email in the morning, some do the afternoon. So I just wanted to engage them in the right time. You don't want to call people when they're having dinner with their family, right? So this is the same idea. So leverage the AI that they also possible to choose that the best time, best channel, what is the best content for this customer. So at the end, that they managed to increase 16% more of the click tier open rate and also 22% more of the click rate. And the best things best is they actually can be 6 times more efficient, like decrease the time to deploy the content. So once you humanize the moment, I mean, you can real-time engage with your customer whenever they're walking. You can immediately engage with them. It's like you have to optimize the impact. So you will know that how those campaigns go on, and we have different personalized contents out there. But how do you know that this one will work the best? So you really need to know how to improve the campaigning flight or reduce the wasted and the media spend, right? Some advertisement just doesn't work that well. Some channel is not suitable for specific customer. So once you have single source of truth, you know which content, what channel, what advertisement that might be interested, then for other day, this customer might not be interesting. I can stop broadcasting to them in a way that you save the cost. So you also automate the manual data preparation. One of the customer, IBM, we actually help them to consolidate that over 1,000 data stream across 10 different budget center. Engage with more than 5,000 stakeholders, including the global brand manager, media, and all the stakeholders within the company. They managed to give worldwide marketing and also the all the BU the visibility of how those campaign, how those content work, and managed to get 22% more growth in their marketing ROI. And that's not the end of the story, because we wanted to repeat the success. When we reach it, we simply wanted to give customer better and better and better experience. So as you can see, we can close the loop to create a virtual cycle here. That you know your customer, you humanize all the moment, and you optimize all the effects. Then you come back to do it again. So you create a better virtual cycle here to make your customer have a better experience and build a more trusted relationship with them. So after all those being said, that we started with know the customer, humanize the moment, and then optimize the impact, we simply would like Salesforce that we simply would like to go help the customer to go beyond marketing moments with digital 360. So now we know that the importance of digital 360, that you connect all the dots together, single source of truth, humanize the moment, and you optimize the impact, virtual cycle together again, that you simply wanted to create that personal moment with all the individual that engage with you. So for Salesforce, that we provide a unified platform built on the number one CRM, which is going to help with your single source of truth with that profile. And don't worry about that. You have all other worries and problems about if I need some support, how can I get the support? Don't worry, we have support globally. That you can get the support from the expert service, and also like this is an open ecosystem for the quick innovation. So whenever you have something coming up, you feel like this is the next best idea. This is an open ecosystem that you can quickly implement it, and then you can brainstorm with us together. Last but not least, we are a huge ecosystem here with a trailhead. You can learn a new innovation about Salesforce, and also like this is a community that you can exchange the ideas with everyone, learn the best what others are doing, and then simply we all grow together. So what we would like to help you here is to bring the impact and scale across every industry. As you can see that the Elf we mentioned, Clover, here that we also bring out the Sonos, the iRobot, that everyone will simply grow with us, scale with us, bring an impact together. So thank you guys for coming to today's events, and I wish to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany and Christine. And let me introduce myself. My name is Marvin, and I'm the solution engineer from Tableau. So as part of the solution in Salesforce, I would like to tell you that Tableau focuses on data visualization and also data analytics. So in today's session, I would really like to show you how Tableau can apply data analytics in retail industry. And I have picked one of the examples for that, which is a loyalty program analysis, and show you how we can visualize the data from your loyalty program. And why Tableau can read the data from your system is because Tableau can read different systems in retail industry. Like we can connect to your CRM system. Also, we can connect to your sales data system like POS or e-platform, so that we can combine the data together, and then we can explore your data and visualize your business so that you know what happened on that. And for most of the case, our customer will try to do the loyalty program analysis in two aspects. One of them would be loyalty program management dashboard. As you see that, management can log into the system every day so that they can see that rather the loyalty program is going on in a good shape. If they find that some of the KPI is not doing good, Tableau can provide you some interactive action so that you can see that some of them seems to be having some problem with some root cause of it, and you can do some action afterward. Another application would be customer 360 analysis. It's because for a loyalty program, it stores a lot of information about your customer. It can be your demographic information. It can be how they buy in your shop. Some of them would be some RFM model. So when your marketing officer see this information, try to do analysis on it, they can find the right target so that they can provide right promotion to them. So this is how it goes. For the next session, I'm really going to show you some demonstration how we visualize the loyalty program data. Let's go on. For the first demonstration, I would like to show a membership overview dashboard to you, because for most of customers, they will log in every day to this dashboard and see what happened in their loyalty program. So first of all, they will put all the KPI which is important at the top of the dashboard. So you can see with the big number and also the index, they can quickly know that whether the loyalty program is going good or not. So if they find something is wrong, they can use Tableau to drill down to see more. So for example, one of the KPI, average spend per visit, I find that it only increased by 28% compared with last year. So it doesn't meet our target. So that's why I want to know what happened behind and see what to do. So we can just put the mouse over the number, and Tableau can bring you the next information about it. is the breakdown by membership and also by country. So with the visualization, you can quickly know that Black Card tier is not doing good. So for the next action, you can use dashboard to understand what happened. And for the dashboard, what we do is we can use the interaction again to click, the next step, to see more about that problematic card tier. So we can click the Black Card tier, and you can see Tableau will change the dashboard so that it show you what happened on Black Card. And once we change the dashboard, and we can see, with the design of the dashboard, we can quickly find out the problem behind. For example, for the country breakdown at the left-hand side, we can see that China is not doing good compared with last year. We can see from the dot line and also the color. And at the middle part of the dashboard, we have the monthly trend there. We are comparing this year against last year. So we can find that after the first half, we find the number is dropping compared with last year. So if we want to improve something, seems that we need to do more promotion afterward. It seems that the promotion is not enough and we are far behind from last year. And definitely you can think about, in Tableau, we can drill down and provide you more recommendation. So let's think about, we can mouse over again on the monthly trend, and Tableau give you another insight that you might focus on fashion and also jewelry for the next promotion. This is because this number is far from last year, and we should do more about this. So in this demonstration, I just want you to show you data visualization can help you to understand your business in a quick way. And imagine you can also connect your data into Tableau and show what happened in your business. And after all, the interaction can help you to see what happened next and do some action on it. And for the second demonstration, I would like to show you another dashboard that we are doing analysis in different way. We are doing analysis on your customer. So it's called Customer 360 Analysis. As you see that, the angle for the analysis is totally different. As we see that, we put all the member in this analysis, we can see that we have totally 42,000 of people as a member. And at the right hand side, we can show you the RFM value about your customer. So you can see the bar is about the monetary of your customer so that you know how much they spend. You can see the frequency so that you know how frequent they visit our shops. And also for the recency, you know that how recent they visit our shop since last time. So with all this information, we know how to treasure the value of the members. And as a marketing officer, they can make use of the segment at the left-hand side so that they can select the target group. And for this segment showing there, it depends on you to pick what kind of segment there. It's flexible, so you can put the member tier there, you can put the country of the customer there, you can put the gender of the customer there, or any other things like age group and etc. So it's all flexible. But once we have the segmentation, you can ask the marketing officer to select the target group they want to study. So at this moment, I would like to click the gold tier member, and you can see Tableau keep on changing about our selection. And also I would like to target the China customer there. So I click it. So after the change of the dashboard, we find that Tableau highlight 5,000 people for you, which is our selected target. And through the color again, we know that how good and how bad about the RFM value. We see that monetary is doing better compared with overall population. And recency is doing better too. But compared with frequency, seems that the frequency of visiting our shop is worse than the overall population. So this may be one of the reasons why we want to choose this target group and want them to spend more and visit more of our shops. And for this dashboard, we have more information to let you think about what is the promotion content. And at the right hand side, it's showing their buying behavior of your target group. So you see the dotted line and color again. We can compare this with the overall population. So you can see it quickly that compared with the overall population, lifestyle and also jewelry are their favorite product to buy in our shop. And even you can mouse over the product category so that you can know which brands would they like to buy for this segment. So this is the content you can think about of the promotion. And sometimes we may not willing to target all these customers for these 5,000 people. So we want to pick up some of them. And for the middle part of the dashboard, is showing the RFM value of the customer in more detailed way. So this is the matrix, and for the matrix, it's showing the value of RFM. And I can say that for the people at the top left corner, they're all the high spending people and also high visit frequency people. So if you want to provide some exclusive offer to them, just select all of them. So there are 70 people within the group. And after I select them, I can try to pick up those people and do the action. So I can click detail at the bottom right corner and I can see the detailed member list there. So this can be the action in the next step. It's because you can get the list there and put it in our CRM system so that you can send an email or send some notification in their mobile apps to ask this member to buy more in our shop. That's all for my demonstration. And in fact, besides loyalty program analysis, data analytics can be applied on so many areas in retail industry. So as you can see in the slide, in fact, we can apply so many analytics in different areas. For example, we have sales dashboard analysis, so that for the management, they would like to see how my business goes day by day. So they just need to log in and see the dashboard. They know the situation, latest situation about the business. Okay. Another application would be for inventory team because they want to know the situation about their inventory. So after they see the report, they will know which article will be understock or overstock. So they can do some action on that. And as I showed before, membership analysis will be a very key analysis for marketing team because they plan you to do promotion and make the decision on that. But after all, definitely we need to evaluate our promotion. So that's why they can do promotion analysis. They can evaluate the effectiveness of the promotion. Once they know the result, they can do some evaluation and then they can apply the result in their next promotion. So throughout the session, I just want to show that data analytics can apply in different areas. But the beauty of data visualization is the graphical interface is helping you to understand your business in a quick way so you can find it out throughout the dashboard. And once you find out the problem, the interactive function can help you to drill down to see the root cause of the problem behind. And definitely, it can help you to do the next step afterward. So that I hope that you can feel the beauty of the data visualization. And that's all for my sharing today. Thank you.
Thank you for joining today. I hope you found this session informative and hope to see you again next time. Remember to fill out the survey after the webinar.